everything became brighter and just beautiful. Hello everyone, and welcome back on my channel. If you're new here, welcome! The reason I'm filming this video is because I was on Twitter the other day, and apparently June 5th is going to be the first Aromantic Awareness Day ever, and I wanted to be a part of it and share a bit of my experience as an aromantic individual in this world. So, if you're a recurring viewer of mine, you might remember that in my Heartstopper reactions, I said that I identify as asexual and sapphic. This is no longer true. Sexuality, gender, all of that, for some people it can be fluid, and that's totally okay. It took me a lot of time to process and be comfortable with using the word aro to describe myself. I think, if I remember correctly, that I started questioning it maybe 3 years ago, and it's been maybe like half a year since I casually use aro to describe myself and like actually made peace with the fact that I am aro and that my life is going to be affected by it tremendously. I figured out that I was asexual pretty soon. If I have to give a time frame, I would say that I figured out I was asexual when I was 17, maybe 18 years old. For me specifically, it means that I am incapable of developing romantic feelings towards anyone, and trust me, I tried. It wasn't easy to accept because I am an hopeless romantic. I grew up fantasizing about like finding someone, and I never wanted to be like married and have kids, but yeah, I always figured it would be nice if I had someone who would choose me and love me unconditionally, and you know, all of that romantic stuff we see on TV, in books, everywhere. What finally made me realize that I am a romantic is the fact that in all my years, and I know I'm still pretty young because I'm only 24, right? But it was always so easy for me to form those deep connections with people on a platonic level. And you know, sometimes I had like friendship crushes when we just like met, and in 5 minutes we like it was like fate. I mean, it was like some kind of electricity, but like not really. But you know, just how when you meet someone and sometimes you know you fit with them, you know what I mean? When I was questioning myself whether or not I was aromantic, I remember thinking that if it's so easy for me to like form deep bonds with people, platonic bonds, and really like care for them and hold them dearly to my heart, and really like, you know, like have this special connection with someone else, but only ever platonics, it shouldn't be that hard to also fall for someone. I mean, love isn't that hard, right? I mean, I know it depends of like people and feelings and stuff, but for most people, love, it's just a feeling. Like you fall in love with someone, you have crushes and stuff, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized that no, it did never happen to me. And every time I had like crushes on real people, if I had any indication that they might like me back, it would just like stop my feeling. Like it was like it was okay in my head like to be crushing on them, but as soon as it became real, I just didn't want to have anything to do with any of it. Like I just felt so uncomfortable, and what it meant is that I sometimes found myself in relationships where I wasn't happy because I realized, wait, but I thought I wanted that person and I liked them. Why does this feel wrong? Like why am I not feeling the way I'm supposed to be? Like what the fuck? And the answer was because you can't. So to me, being a romantic is something I really treasure, and I drew a lot of confidence and love from it because it just brings me so much options. I mentioned it before, but I feel like the way I connect with people is somewhat different than like most people would, and I love that about me. I love that I can feel so many stuff and be so engaged with someone else, even on the platonic wavelength. Like I love that. It's great. Like I said, I'm still an hopeless romantic, and I love romance. I love writing about it. I love seeing movies and series about two people falling in love. Like I still love it. I'm not romance repulsed. I love it. I crave it, but just not for myself. And I don't have the need nor the want to have anything else. And now that I know that about myself and that I accept it fully, oh boy, it is so liberating. And it kind of feel like the moment I realized I was asexual, it was way easier for me, because I feel like when you're asexual, even though it might be hard for you to like realize there's something different with you, you can kind of like guess a bit, you know, like when you're a teenager, when you're growing up and you're seeing all your friends like talking about having those feelings and behaving in certain ways and just putting themselves in so much drama for like some kiss or like attraction, and you're just like, okay, why are you doing all of this? Like, why would you even, why, right? Coming to the term that I was asexual kind of made sense, because I had been in a relationship before and really cared for the people and never wanted to do anything else with them. And I talk about it in my asexual video, I think, but I'm one of those people where I love giving affection. If I want to show you my appreciation and my love and stuff, I would be putting my leg across your lap. I would be, you know, like leaning against you, holding your hand while we walk on the street, or playing with your finger while we talk. Like, I need this kind of contact. I need this kind of intimacy that touch can bring, but I never liked kissing. Like, I never liked it. Every time I did it, it just felt boring for once, kind of like disgusting as well, and just uncomfortable. Like I felt icky, it felt itchy. I hated it, and I never had the drive to go even beyond that. Like, never. So it was easy to listen to myself and to my body, because since the need wasn't there, why would I even try, right? But feelings, it's harder to tell, right? Because even now, who can say what's so different about like that platonic love I've been telling you about? Why is that so different from romantic love? You know, now that I finally realized and accepted that I'm aromantic, it just took a whole weight off, because it's all those expectations, all those like societal views, all those goals I should reach that are just not meant for me anymore. And I feel kind of free, kind of like, I don't know, like I can be my own person, and I don't have any other way to explain it. But the more I read about like what being aromantic meant and all the wonderful aspects of having maybe queer platonic relationships and all of that, everything became brighter and just beautiful. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to be dating ever. I think some of the friendship I have, we have this kind of middle ground where we kind of behave like a couple. I think like we eat together, we sleep in the same bed, we cuddle, we like play with each other's hair, we like kiss, but like on the cheek or on the forehead or hands. And maybe from an outsider perspective, it could seem as coupley, but I don't see it that way. And I honestly feel fine thinking that I won't ever be in a relationship. It takes a lot of time, a lot of trust, a lot of things I don't have, and I'm fine just going through life and having wonderful friendships. It's always funny, right, when you figure out you're queer and you think back to all the things you missed when you were a child that were definitely not straight or cis or whatever. And now that I think about it, like I said, I always grew up with TV and films and movies and books and romance and all of that. And I remember that what I would do when I was growing up is every time I was close to a guy, when I was little, when I was like 4, 5, 6, etc., I would immediately be like, yeah, I'm in love with him. Because of course, in my child brain, me as a girl, if I liked a guy, it was romantic, right? I mean, that's what the princess and the princesses did on TV, like they were in love. So that made sense. Spoiler alert, no, you weren't. And yeah, the more I thought about it, I realized that, like I said in the beginning of this video, every time I would like think I was crushing on someone, the minute it became real and I maybe had a shot, it just like everything went down crumbling. Like I don't know how to really explain it, because it's like it's the state of mind, it's a feeling, but it just felt wrong. Like suddenly I was like, Oh, oh no, 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 no. No, no. And the saddest thing is that I kept up with this behavior all throughout my teenage years. Like my last relationship, real relationship, I think I was 18, and still, when it became real, when it was a real thing, I just didn't want it anymore. Sadly, those are the only early signs I can think of since, like I said, I'm an hopeless romantic and I love romance. As for living my life as an aroace person, honestly, I've only been out to myself and my close friends and family as aroace for a couple of months now, and it's been great. I've only received support, which is great. And like I said, the only thing I can think about is the fact that now I feel lighter. I can just exist as me, and that's enough, no matter what society says. And I hope this video can help some of you guys out there if you're just figuring out your sexuality and if you're scared that being aroace is too hard and that it's lonely and that you're going to be living like some kind of loveless life and that you should feel like sad and be grieving. No, none of it. You're beautiful, you're perfect the way you are, and trust me, like you're exactly the way you were supposed to be. There is no mistake. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this could inform / help some of you guys. Happy Pride Month. I hope you'll be safe and loved and treasured. And like I said in this video, you're beautiful and perfect the way you are. I hope to see you soon on this channel for other queer content. Thank you again for watching. Bye!